Imagine discovering that your ancient ancestors were capable of sophisticated planning and resource management over 2 million years ago. This is exactly what recent findings in Kenya have revealed about early human relatives and their use of stone tools. These discoveries challenge our understanding of early human behavior and push back the timeline of certain cognitive advancements by a staggering 600,000 years. In the lush landscapes of southwestern Kenya, over 2.6 million years ago, our ancient relatives were already wielding a diverse set of stone tools known as the Oldowan Toolkit. These tools were not just simple rocks, they were carefully selected and crafted from specific materials that was sometimes sourced from up to 8 miles away. This groundbreaking research, led by scientists from the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, and Queen's College, was published in the journal Science Advances. But here's where it gets controversial. While many studies focus on the tools themselves, this research suggests that the true innovation of the Oldowan Toolkit might actually lie in the transportation of resources over long distances. The knowledge and intent to bring stone material to rich food sources was apparently an integral part of tool-making behavior at the outset of the Oldowan, explained Rick Potts, the senior author of the study and the National Museum of Natural History's Peter Buck Chair of Human Origins. The study, spearheaded by Emma Finestone, the Robert J. and Lynette E. Fritz Endowed Chair of Human Origins at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, involved a detailed analysis of stone tools found on Kenya's Homer Peninsula. This region, rich in fossils, extends into the eastern margins of Lake Victoria and has been a focal point of archaeological research for decades. Potts first explored the area in 1985, and since then, he has collaborated closely with the National Museums of Kenya to uncover the secrets buried in the region's gullies as part of the Homer Peninsula Paleoanthropology Project. One of the most significant sites on the peninsula is Nyanga, which dates back some 3 million years. Recent excavations at this site have unearthed a treasure trove of stone tools and hundreds of butchered hippopotamus bones. In a 2023 paper, Potts, Finestone and their colleagues argued that these bones represent the earliest known evidence of ancient hominins using stone tools to butcher large animals. Hominins were using stone tools for a variety of pounding and cutting tasks, including processing plant and animal foods and working wood, noted Thomas Plummer, a professor at Queen's College and co-author of the study. The diversity of activities that used stone tools suggests that even at this early stage of cultural development, stone tools enhanced the adaptability of the hominins using them. The development of the Oldowan Toolkit marked a crucial turning point in human evolution. Around 3 million years ago, ancient hominins began refining their tool-making techniques, using hammer stones to strike stone cores and create sharp-edged flakes. These tools allowed them to process and refine a wide range of plant and animal materials, making it possible to consume large prey. However, finding the right rocks was essential. Oldowan tools required stones that were both strong and brittle enough to flake easily. At Nyanga, the local rocks were too soft, making them unsuitable for effective toolmaking. To overcome this, the hominins brought in stronger stones from other areas. The researchers analyzed the geochemistry of hundreds of stone cores and flakes found at Nyanga, dating back at least 2.6 million years. They discovered that these tools were crafted from volcanic rocks like rhyolite and metamorphic rocks like quartzite, which were common in drainage basins several miles east of the Homer Peninsula. And this is the part most people miss. The distance ancient hominins traveled for these stones is particularly noteworthy. While many non-human primates carry food and rocks, they typically only use materials that are nearby. Chimpanzees, for example, are known to transport stones over short distances. But the hominins at Nyanga consistently procured materials from over 6 miles away. This ability to transport resources is a major milestone in human evolution, demonstrating advanced planning and environmental awareness. The mental maps of the oldest known hominins to persistently make stone tools well surpassed their immediate surroundings, even surpassing a few miles, Potts emphasized. Once the hominins brought their lithic haul back to Nyanga, they fashioned the stones into flakes and cores. However, the identity of these toolmakers remains a mystery. At the oldest hippo butchery site, the team discovered a molar tooth from a hominin in the genus Paranthropus, known for their strong skulls and teeth adapted for grinding tough material. Another Paranthropus tooth was found nearby, suggesting that these hominins may have used stone tools like their close evolutionary relatives in the genus Homo. However, the exact species responsible for the stone tools is still unknown. Unless you find a hominin fossil actually holding a tool, you won't be able to say definitively which species are making which stone tool assemblages. Finestone explained, "What I think that the research at Nyanga suggests that there is a greater diversity of hominins making early stone tools than previously thought. The artifacts at Nyanga highlight that ancient humans have been transporting raw materials to fuel technological innovations for millions of years. Humans have always relied on tools to solve adaptive challenges," Finestone concluded. By understanding how this relationship began, we can better see our connection to it today, especially as we face new challenges in a world shaped by technology. What do you think? Does this research change your perspective on early human behavior and cognitive abilities? Share your thoughts in the comments below.